Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in tonight's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this new movie which just came out today, and it's also an A24 film I actually just got back from seeing with my dad and Uncle Charles. My Uncle Charles thought this movie wasn't that bad in his opinion. My dad thought it was a little goofy though. He didn't really like it all that much, but that's perfectly fine. So, anyway. This A24 movie review is going to be on Y2K. Y2K is a disaster comedy horror film and directed by Kyle Mooney in his directorial debut. Yeah, this is actually his first movie he directed. Kyle Mooney from the show Saturday Night Live. So, yeah. So this movie's played out as a disaster comedy horror film that takes place on New Year's Eve of 1999. And the film depicts an imaginative version of the year 2000 problem. And that's why the movie's called Y2K, because this movie takes place on New Year's Eve of 1999. And it's basically about like a made up version of the year 2000 problem. While two loser friends crash a high school party on New Year's Eve of 1999, the bug causes all technology to come to life and turn against humanity. And so when 2000 hits, like all the electricity goes out, and of course all these robot styled, these robot styled technology is killing all these people. And so our main characters here, which are the loser friends, that they all have to do whatever they can to try and stop the robot technology from killing people right after 2000 hit. So, yeah. And like I said, the movie takes place between 1999 and 2000, and you're gonna and kind of like we saw in the trailer, you're gonna get some aspects and some aspects of nostalgia that occurred in like 25 years ago in 1999 and 2000. You're gonna get all these like nostalgia vibes here and there from like the AOL modem sound and like "You've got mail." Like, you know, that AOL voice, "You've got mail." Yeah, because it's pretty much going to give you all this, like, nostalgia for like, early 2000s. So, yeah. So, I first heard about this movie, like, at first I didn't know much about this film when looking it up. But then after seeing the trailer to this film, it did look a little funny from the trailers at first. But then, you know, it did come off a little goofy in most ways, kind of like my dad thought of the movie. The movie did come off as very silly, of course, like for like a disaster comedy film. Yeah, because I kind of feel like this is not really a horror movie. It kind of feels more like a disaster comedy film, which kind of almost reminds me of that Seth Rogen disaster comedy film, This Is the End, which I really enjoyed. This Is the End, which I thought was pretty funny and awesome. And I do respect and appreciate how Kyle Mooney puts a little bit of effort into his first time film, and yeah, and like I said, this is not really a horror movie. I think it's mainly focused on like the disaster comedy aspects, and yeah, which is kind of one of my nitpicks on the film, but. But I do get how that there is some horror blend into it, like the kills and all that, like the gore and all that. It does blend in a little bit to the horror, but I feel like most of the comedy just takes it away. But I can see where Kyle Mooney was going for here, because Kyle Mooney's basically like a goofy comedian on Saturday Night Live. But I kind of liked the nostalgia aspects in this film. Kind of like how this movie takes place. Like, I mean, I already said this because it gives you those like 2000 vibes in 1999, the year I was born, on August 27th of 1999. And of course, yeah, like New Year's Eve 1999 was my first New Year's celebration, as we were about to enter 2000. But as for the acting performances, I think the acting performances I thought were pretty good too, because movies sometimes have a good cast, of course. Like, movies do tend to have some good cast members here and there, in some ways, and most of our main characters, like Eli's actually the main character in this film, and I thought Jaden Martell actually did a pretty solid enough job as Eli, and Oh yeah, and of course, the girl who is in this film, Rachel Ziegler, who's known for West Side Story, the remake, and Shazam: Fury of the Gods, and of course the Skydance animated film Spellbound. And I know Rachel Ziegler has also been getting lots of controversy about her, like her being her in Disney's live action remake to Snow White, but I'm not really here to talk about that because I gotta say her performance here I thought was great. Because I honestly don't really think Rachel Ziegler deserves the hate she's getting. Because one of my Facebook friends was even wondering like what did she do wrong? Like what did she do wrong to cause this hate mob surrounding Rachel Ziegler? Like a hate mob was built against Rachel Ziegler for no reason, but I'm not gonna go into full detail about that. I think Rachel Ziegler's performance as Laura, I thought she was great in the film, and it's kind of like I said in this one post on in the YouTube community tab. Like I would definitely pay to see an A24 film with Rachel Ziegler in it, and it actually kind of worked out. Yeah, I mean not the movie itself, but I think her performance was great here because for Rachel Ziegler in an A24 movie. And what more can I say about this film? It's just a decent, solid enough movie in for like a disaster comedy film. Oh yeah, and there's also this one actor I almost forgot to mention. Like I actually didn't really know this until I got into the movie right when the movie started. Like one of the actors who plays Danny in the film, like I think Danny's like Eli's best friend in the film, and like Danny was actually played by the same kid, like the same boy who played Fire Fist in Deadpool 2. Yeah, which is kind of surprising to see that. Julian Dennison, like he's like the boy who played Fire Fist in Deadpool 2. It was kind of surprising seeing him in an A24 film, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, so and I gotta say, Jonah Hill also produced this film too, and yeah, because Jonah Hill has done a lot of comedies, and his producing efforts here was not that bad. So yeah, my dad thought it was kind of goofy and silly, and he didn't really like it all that much. But I respect that. And Uncle Charles, like he had a solid enough time with it. It was like it was not bad overall. Y2K wasn't a bad film in my opinion. I kind of liked it. And I'm going to give Y2K 3.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah. And plus the movie's not even that long either. It's a very short movie and it felt like and the pacing felt like it went by pretty quick. So, yeah, I got no problem with that. So, yeah. But anyway, so if you like A24 and if you got any movie plans this weekend, then I say this is probably a good one to check out. Even if you're interested in checking it out, then I recommend it. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for my movie review on Y2K. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.